Hello, my name is Rawson, and today I'm talking about this book, Focus, A Stoner by John Williams. Right now, I'm recording this outdoors. I'm in Patna, which is the capital of Bihar. While I was having my food, I realized that I just finished this book, so I need to talk about it. It's been forever since I've talked about a book on my channel, but here we are to talk about this today. The thing is that I don't know how to record publicly. It's not about that, we are talking about this book. The title and the description got my attention. This book is about a teacher. I have been trying to watch movies and read books about teachers. And one of my favorite YouTubers, he was talking about this, how quickly he was able to read this. So it took me more than 7 months to read the whole Stormlight Archive series. So I was looking for something light and something quick. And I thought this is the perfect time. Honestly, I was so surprised how quickly I was reading this. The prose was so lucid that I just couldn't stop reading. The story is basically written like in a biographical manner about this guy, a stoner, and written by John Williams. So he talks about his whole story. The introduction of the book reminded me of David Copperfield. Now there are some people I don't know how to speak. The story starts with our main character being born and being born in a family where he has to work from a very young age. I think when he was 6 years old, he started working on his farm. There were just three members, his parents, and he has spent most of the time on his farm. But his father decided that he needs to go to college, and he accepted that. And that's when his whole life changed. And again, the best part about this book is the pacing. You will never realize that how quickly the pages are passing, and it's just a page turner. We get to learn a lot about this character and how miserable he is leading his life. After he came from working on a farm, he now moves to an university. He's there to study agriculture. And guess what? After first year, he chooses English literature. Even though he had never studied English literature, but for some reasons, the words, the poetry, the prose he was reading, it made kind of impact on his life. So he switches from agriculture to literature without knowing what he's gonna do with that degree. Hopefully, I have recorded enough. Now I have to move. There are a lot of people I don't think I can record anymore. So yeah, I'll talk about the rest of the book some other time. So we are back. It's been more than 2 weeks since I recorded the last part. Every time I sat down to talk about this book, it felt like I had no words to describe what this book meant to me. I think it is also one of those books which you can visit multiple times and you will always fall in love with the writing. So yeah, let's continue where I had left last time. Our main character, now he is in university. So he has switched from agriculture to English literature. Coming from India, I find it really alien, the relationship between parents and children from America. Like how easily they are able to live separately. I don't understand that freedom. I'm not saying that this main character abandoned his parents. Later on when he gets married, he stays away from his parents, and that was really heartbreaking for me. So as we move forward in the book, we know that what's going to happen next, because this is the whole life of our main character the moment he's born, and we get to know about everything that happens in his life. And he was such a stoic character. Like throughout the story, we come to know that how he is struggling. If he finds something good, but there is something bad waiting for him. Let's say he discovers English literature, but he doesn't know what he's going to do. He finds his passion for teaching, but because of the management, because of all the politics in the university, he's not able to teach the way he wants to. He gets married, but his love life takes another route. So it was really tragic, but at the same time, how silently he accepts everything. I think that he was truly a hero. He accepts everything without making any noise. And if you are particularly into book reading, you will love this part where he is always spending time reading a book, or when he unexpectedly finds love for the literature. He's always trying to study those texts. He's always looking for some new book. That was really romantic. So do I recommend this book? I highly do. If you're looking for a book with very easy language, even if you're not a reader, you are going to love this book. If you want to improve your English, then definitely you can try reading this, and you will see how a person who came from a very humble background and made something out of life just by studying or studying really hard. And honestly, I think this has become one of my favorites, not just because of the simplicity of the book, but also because how a stoner endured everything. He is one of those person I always look up to, somebody who is not complaining all the time. And I also want to have such kind of characteristic in me, because if you start complaining all the time, that becomes your personality. But somebody like a stoner, no matter what life throws at him, he's always accepting silently and just working. He's just trying to find meaning in his mundane life, work, family, his friends. And remember one thing, this book will not give you any kind of answers that what's the meaning of life, because the way a stoner led his life, we know that where he came from, where he was going, and he was always going through so much hardship. And for me, he's definitely a hero. I'll try to read some of my favorite lines from this book. This is my favorite paragraph from this book. He found that he could not handle the survey as he did his other courses. Though he remembered the authors and their works and their dates and their influences, he nearly failed his first examination, and he did it little better on his second. He read and reread his literature assignment so frequently that his work in other courses began to suffer. And still the words he read were words on pages, and he could not see the uses of what he did. This whole paragraph is so relatable to me that sometimes I'm just reading so much that I have no freaking idea what I'm doing. I'll let you guess what this line means, and you can guess the context. It takes being in love to know something about yourself. Sometimes with you I feel like the slut of the world, the eager, faithful slut of the world. So I guess that's it for today's book talk, and as I promised, I'm going to make one book video almost every week, and I highly recommend this. Do check it out. And also for English learners, if you want to learn English in one-on-one and group sessions, you can drop me a message on my number. I provide my classes on Zoom, and the timing is flexible. We can figure out our time. Just drop me a message. So if you have watched this far, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment. What do you think of this video, or if you are reading any book, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.